This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
Hey, yo.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true.
Because I'm better than you, and you know it.
In the back, there are men and women, seasoned professionals, dues paid in full, gunning to be the best.
I'll always light the way, and all you have to do is let me in.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
What? What? Hi, everybody. Hey, hi, hello. Welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, ladies and gentlemen. Presented by RVT Entertainment on Podomatic, Spotify, YouTube, wherever else may find this fine recording. Live on RVT Entertainment's official Twitch.tv channel. Talk professional wrestling both in the mainstream and the independent scene, which includes members of the wrestling people, including Ransom, Vincent, or Jurassic Juggernaut Steel, Matt Tremont, seeing him, Smiley, Azrael, I hope I'm saying that right, Sam Sullivan, Nicole White, and Gabriel Sky and Poison Youth Martyr. Because Guts wanted me to cut his email off. I can't read it verbatim. I can at least mention some independent professional wrestlers. Because what the fuck do I say at the end of the show? It wouldn't make sense if I didn't do otherwise. My name's Matty J. It's TWK.
Hello, I'm Victor Man, and I'd like to formally announce that I am retiring from trying to have sex with my daughter.
Also WWE. That what? The Shintigercurl. Help!
It's dim sum time.
Thank you.
And because this is Vince McMahon, I would sing the Na 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 song. But this one requires a bit more class. This will be a small segment from one of my all-time favorite crooners and Motown artists, Mr. Sam Cooke. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gon' come.
Wow.
And that's how I feel after today. That is the deserved one.
JC in the chat saying, I'm hearing word that a new CEO of WWE will be a luchador by the name of Vicente Mcmahon.
The Hands of Fate. Boom! Boom! I'm Vicente McMahon, the Hands of Fate, pal.
Is he the invisible Hands of Fate?
Ooh. Hey, I just pulled an MST3K joke out of that. So, JC, thank you very much for the setup. Yeah, let's get into it. We have winners and losers, and we have a clip of the week, which we'll be playing as soon as we're done talking about this breaking ass fucking news. Oh my God, Vince McMahon goes on Twitter, like you do, and tweets the following at around 4:30 this afternoon. Quote, at 77, time for me to retire. Thank you, WWE Universe. Then, now, forever together. Hashtag WWE. Hashtag thankful. You heard that right! And you read that right! It's confirmed by every fucking buddy.
According to Mike Johnson, PWInsider.com, this decision was made at least a week ago.
They were just waiting for the right time to do it. What? I'm still at the what phase. Because here's the thing. I'm just
saying, shout to Kelly Jean 86 for the follow. Appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I see it. Yeah, thank you, Kelly Jean. Hopefully you enjoyed me screaming what for half an hour. Holy crap.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's Kelly. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Glad you could make it.
There we go. Awesome.
Friend of Shin's is a friend of ours.
She's a great girl. Loves her some FTR.
You'll like clip of the week this week for sure. So here's my day. I'm on vacation. I got 5 days off. I got a 5-day weekend, essentially. Mental break / I don't want to be on the computer, and I decided to get booked the hotel room I stayed up in February. Hopefully less chance of trucker fuckers fucking it up. Yes, that is me knocking on wood. And I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to sleep in, turn off my notifications, just not give a fuck until around 4:30. Played some video games, caught up on Critical Role, because last night I went to a CFL football game, Red Blacks versus Alouettes. Fun time. Fun fucking time. And bonus ref ball. Because there was a shitload of referee interference on that fucking bitch. So, hey, good times. They have a great pulled pork place. They had a great pulled pork sandwich at TD Place, folks. They're not kidding. Anyway, so I figure I'll sleep in a little bit, cut the internet off, maybe just watch Critical Role, because, by the time I got home, it had already started. I'm chilling at this point. Played a little bit of Portal 2, all that stuff. My dad decides, he comes home, hey, by the way, I got a tub for $100. It's a good-looking tub. They want to replace the old tub and the tub in the bathroom because everyone fucking hates it. Even I do. So he's on a demo kick. He's pulling things out. He needs help to bring stuff to the dump. I'm thinking, it's a 20-minute ride. I'll turn the notifications back on. Let's see what kind of news we got for the show tonight. My phone goddamn blew up. Thanks, Internet. Thank you, Vince. Just right there. Pretty sure that was the same for Shin.
For me, the way I discovered it was, first I see Naomi trending. I see, why is she trending? People were saying, well, I hope people are talking about Brock Lesnar the same way they're talking about Naomi. I'm like, well, what do you mean? What do you mean? Michael Cole and Brock Lesnar, what? I found out Brock Lesnar walked out. So then I click on that.
And then you're going. And then, that's like, okay. So that's a rabbit hole. Turns out.
Hold on.
Keep going.
So I found out Brock Lesnar walked out, and they're like, oh, Brock Lesnar walked out following Vince McMahon's retirement. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Brock basically said, if he's gone, so am I, essentially. And they got SummerSlam next week.
Yeah, but I found out our internet has been out for the entire day. Well, most of the entire day.
So if it sounds like he's on the phone, he is.
No, our internet came back.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, internet comes back around 12:30, but I decided to just take a nap.
Yeah.
This morning I played some Lord of the Rings, Journeys of Middle-earth. I do well. So I decided to get on Twitter, talk to my friend Alex, very nice redhead from your neck of the woods, Matty, Canada.
Ooh, hello, Alex.
So I see Vince trending like, oh, great, what has he done this time?
And we all thought, okay, more investigations. Nope. And
I look at and then Sean Ozone, friend of the channel,
Brimstone
tweets
Sean.
me something. Yeah, Brimstone Sean. He tweets me and he's like, and I look at it, it's like, is this a work? I'm like, this has to be a work. So I check JD, and he's like, this is the greatest day in WWE history. I'm like, no. I check Just Alex. He can't believe it. I'm checking Solid Monster. I'm checking all this other stuff, and it's like, oh my God, it is fucking real. He's gone.
Yeah, and Vince and WS, you caught that. Tita put a screenshot. Vince McMahon, his tweet I just read. Wall Street Journal, right below, quote, breaking, Vince McMahon is retiring as chief executive of WWE. The announcement comes after a company disclosed an investigation into his alleged sexual misconduct.
I just love how I was able to catch that. Just goddamn,
Dude, tweet that shit.
I did.
Good.
That's literally my tweet.
I love this app sometimes. Yep, that's what. Yep.
Jesus
No.
Christ, what a day.
Gibby. Zach McGibbon of This Is Wrestling, fellow podcast of ours. What are the odds? The tweet he tweets is from Wrestling from 80s, 90s on Twitter. On this day, 7/22/94, Vince McMahon was cleared of all charges at the steroids trial 28 years ago today.
Holy shit!
Ah, son of a bitch.
Dude. I mean,
Yep.
dude.
The implications of that are not good.
Wow.
I think we can safely say, though, that WWE, I'm not sure if it's going to be better or worse, but it's certainly going to be different.
It's gonna change real fucking quick.
And there's one person who's going to be out the door within the next few weeks, and that is Kevin fucking Dunn.
Folks, Oh, thank you, Hairball, for the Prime sub. Quote, God damn it. I guess I have to take part of the Doku challenge of being late and gay and late also. Are we absolutely 1,000% sure? Yes, I know it's what I did. That isn't a genjutsu. As real can get. And buddy, you just saw the tweet. That's fair enough. We need the extra time.
I'd only accept that genjutsu if Chisel Adonis says that.
It's going to be very interesting to see what direction they take following the departure of Vince, because he's literally been at the creative helm of this company since the early 80s.
He literally took over in the early 80s from his dad.
A lot of it has been good, but a lot more of it has been bad.
It makes me wonder, like, okay, are they going to change who they're going to push? Are they going to change how it's going to be presented? Are they going to change the commentary? Or are they going to change, like, there is just so many questions now up in the air, like, or are they going to just stay the same? They're going to keep the course. Like, what?
Brock's gone. Like, at that point, what's the main event going to be like?
I'm just waiting for where all these shills came from. They were ready to crucify Mercedes and Trinity after they left. Where are them? Waiting for it. What you gonna say? You gonna be saying some shit?
You know
about
what?
Brock Lesnar?
I'd call those fuckers hypocrites, but at this point, we're all hypocrites at this point. I think most of us are still trying to pick up their jaws off the floor. And that's how I see it. Because I don't know about you folks, I'm half tempted to, pay the money to get Sportsnet 360. Because you can get it through their app and all that stuff. That's how I do for TSN for AEW and of course NFL. I'm half tempted to pay the $20 a month for that. Because if nothing else, Blue Jays baseball, of course, and then of course most of the NHL is on Sportsnet. But now, what the fuck is going to happen to WWE? Good, bad, indifferent, whatever. It is what it is, but it's sure as shit going to be interesting.
Like, if Triple H is back in charge of talent relations as he should be, he's got a lot of work to do. Considering the crap state that the main roster is in, and in some small part the NXT 2.0, he's got a lot of work to do because they have no new stars. Most of their more bankable stars are either part-timers or out with injuries. Their titles mean nothing. Their women's division is in the absolute crapper.
Their women's tag division, both championships are all but done.
One of the belts got put in the trash. Yeah, they're done.
Yeah, Triple H is the EVP now. He's returned. He was always the EVP of there was a different thing, but it was talent development and relations. So it was a combined title, but he's back under that now. And Hairball has asked me if I use a VPN. No, I don't. I'm not. My internet's mostly safe. I use an antivirus for one thing, and for a second, I don't mind paying money if I know I'm going to use it. And I use TSN, and I'm more than likely going to use the shit out of Sportsnet. So that's another story. So don't worry about me. I'll be fine. And that's not the point. Also, Sportsnet has access to the WWE Network for an extra $4 or $5 on top. So that's a $24, $25.
I do have to ask though,
classic network, not the shit you guys are going through not that shit you poor bastards in the States are going through with Peacock.
It's only a matter of time, Matty. Only a matter of time before you have to adjust as well. But what I wonder now is, who's going to be head of creative? Is it going to be Stephanie?
As of right now, I know they said both Nick Khan and Stephanie are going to share co-CEO situations, which if you have Stephanie doing the marketing and creative and Nick Khan's handling the financial shit, fair enough. There is a lot. Go.
You can go ahead. You can finish it up.
I was going to say there's a lot of shit happening, and it's going to keep happening, and the part I was going to say is SummerSlam is going to be very interesting this year.
Yep, and according to all reports, WWE are now currently tapping Goldberg to fill in for Lesnar.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's been reported for the last hour.
So Brock is done.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you don't make new stars.
Wow. Well, that sure shit is gonna change real fucking quick.
So if there was any implication, if you had any doubts that Roman Reigns was winning, well, that is one out the window, because there is no way they're gonna have Roman Reigns have his first loss.
He's taking it back to EY. No, folks. Brock is salty. Brock is leaving because Vince is gone. As in, Vince was the reason Brock was here. So they have to do something. Anything. Like I said, SummerSlam is going to be very interesting. So for people saying, oh, it's bad, it's like, folks, we're in a transition period. That's what it is.
Yeah. We're probably not going to see any kind of real change until after SummerSlam.
Yeah. So
there is one change coming to SummerSlam, though. It will be WWE's first event since 2008 to be TV-14.
Yeah, they're making that official. It will be TV-14, and without Vince McMahon at the helm at backstage.
But what about all the piss jokes?
Cram them.
All of us never little women calling each other bitches.
Yeah, I'll piss up my own ass. That's a hobby.
And for those for you e-drones out there, we're not being overly happy because Vince is leaving. We're happy for the product itself, because
the product was shit.
How many years have guys like JD and Alex and Solomonster and Penny,
throw us in that goddamn boat while you had it. We were just in the back pissing around.
How many years have we said that creative would own, that the WWE would be better if Vince dies or he leaves? This is what we wanted. This is what we've been preaching for God knows how long. Vince leaving is the best thing that could happen for the WWE, and if you were a true wrestling fan, you would be happy too, because we're going to see some real change. And
if nothing else, enjoy it for what it is. It is a transition period. There will be chaos. Do not moan and piss and mourn Vince McMahon. Just enjoy the fucking show.
Yeah. I'm not gonna kiss his ass for all the things he's done. Yeah, he's done a lot of good, but he's also done a lot of shit in professional wrestling, not in and outside of that ring. So I'm not going to sit here and kiss his ass like a lot of these folks on Twitter have been doing, and like a lot of the folks in the crowd have been doing, based on what the reports have been saying, because they've been cheering his name since SmackDown started. I'm just going to say, like the song said, a change is going to come, and it'll be very, very interesting to see what kind of changes we're going to see for the rest of this year and for the foreseeable future.
You know what change I hope does come in the future? WWE stopping ripping off the independent scene.
That
too, but Triple H is...
I have a specific
NXT was a super indie, to be fair.
No, here's what I'm talking about. They ripped off a gimmick wholesale from the independents.
Yeah.
Axiom.
Yeah.
I saw a report today. Yeah.
So there's this wrestler on the indie scene, Razor Wing. I've been following him for past several years, and all of a sudden I see Axiom pop up all over my feed on Twitter. I'm like, that looks exactly like Razor Wing. And I go to Twitter to make sure he hasn't signed with WWE. He hasn't. And he's like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Because it's basically a knockoff gear, and he's even doing the same pose as Razor Wing.
Hopefully he's smart enough to go in there and hopefully have trademarked that shit before Vince tried to rip it off, because he could pull a Shark Boy.
Yeah, and also, that's not the only person they ripped off with that. Turns out they also ripped off Deonna Purrazzo.
Oh, what the fuck?
Who stole the gimmick?
Axiom.
Really?
Yeah, apparently, according to Chelsea Green, Deonna Purrazzo pitched to NXT for a math wizard superhero.
Axiom is a kid. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, that poor bastard is getting accused. He's getting accused of gimmick infringement by proxy when you think about it.
I think it's Bruce Pritchard.
Oh, Bruce. Boo.
You want to know what change I really want to see happen? Cut down the fucking pay-per-views.
Oh, that'd be nice. Have about maybe 8 a year.
Yeah, like go from 12 to 8. I mean, you have Peacock, and you could go to 8 main roster and then the 4 that you need to fill out. That's your takeover or your whatever your NXT shows are now.
Or at least try to space them out, because it always feels like just when they finish with one, they're just building up to the next one or the next one. It's too fast. It's too much. Too fast. It's too much to ask that they go back to the old tried and true 4-a-year format with the big 4, but just trim it down some and let us marinate.
Yeah, and you could still have like the big super shows for Raw and SmackDown like the way Dynamite does.
Mm-hmm. But most of all, get rid of the gimmick pay-per-views.
Are you saying you don't like stuff like Fatal 4-Way? You don't want the return of Fatal 4-Way?
Great balls of fire!
Yeah, that one's dead and buried.
Dude, no, I low-key want Great Balls of Fire because I want to hit that Jerry Lee Lewis song one more time.
Oh, wait. They actually ended up patching that arena into, I think it was 2K17.
They did, yeah.
Months after it was released, they made a patch where they put the arena into the game.
Funny you should say that, Matty. Because Jerry Lee Lewis and Vince McMahon have one thing in common.
Sexual predators.
Yep.
No, they're proponents of incest.
Oh, that too.
All right, well, I promised the clip of the week, and we could talk about Vince all day, but we need to shit on Ryback and Michael Elgin. But before we do, and go through the rest of the stuff, including some Ring of Honor stuff, some AEW stuff, I gotta clip the clip of the week. I gotta put in the clip of the week in there for you. So shall we do that?
Is it the one I'm thinking of?
Dax the Axe.
Kelly, stay tuned. You're gonna love this, hon.
If you have not watched AEW, you're about to love Dax Harwood even more. Now, context. They're doing hard sell for the go home for Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor. And of course, FTR take the mic and plug their tag title match, their Ring of Honor tag title match. I would say just a regular tag title match, but they have all the belts at this point. It's round 2 versus the Briscoes. It's 2 out of 3 falls. We'll discuss that a little later, of course. And here they are. You know, they had the Cash Wheeler. He's doing his thing. He does a good promo as usual. And it cuts to Dax Harwood, who puts 2 of his 3 belts down, as in a draw of the line kind of situation. And he says the following. Take a listen.
So there was this little 5-year-old girl back home, and her parents took her to this routine checkup to the doctor, and he was listening to her chest and listening to her back, and he heard something weird, and it was an irregular heartbeat. And the doctor said, "Hey, don't worry, parents. Let's just go to the cardiologist, get some X-rays done. Let's get a CT scan and MRI and see what's going on." So they went to the cardiologist, and they found out this little 5-year-old girl had a hole in the bottom of her heart. And the doctor told the parents if this little girl worked hard and she fought hard, she could overcome this and that hole would close up on its own. But if not, they would have to do open heart surgery, which, you know, is a big risk for a 5-year-old. So fast forward 3 years later, and this little girl, she goes back to the same cardiologist, and he does the X-rays, he does the MRIs, and he looks, and the hole is completely closed. This little girl worked her ass off. She fought her ass off to make sure she was healthy. And that little girl, the 8-year-old girl, is my daughter. And if that little 8-year-old girl will fight that hard for something that's not promised to her, well, Daddy's got to do the same thing. Saturday night, Daddy's got to fight that hard to bring home the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships and bring home a legacy she can be proud of. Saturday night. I love y'all too. Saturday night, pay-per-view, Death Before Dishonor, Briscoes. I'm gonna fight like an 8-year-old girl. I'm gonna beat your ass. Top guys, out.
No, still no FTR 8-bit song, but let's be honest, that bit it hits. You damn right I'm using it. Fight like an 8-year-old girl. That's a closing line right there, bud. And Hairball brought it up. Promo of the Year nominee for sure. Seconded.
It's up there, man. Like that one. I felt that emotion, man.
It's gonna be on the list.
It's going to be anyway. All right, T-Dub, where do we go? Where are we going first?
Well, how about we take a trip to Japan?
Are you referencing to Big Douche?
That I am.
Let's lump in Ryback and do a little bit of button pressing, shall we, boys?
Go ahead.
Let me put that up. It's time for that segment we lovingly ripped off of Radio Dead Air. Find all sorts of wrestling bullshit, bring it to you, and ask, what the wrestling fuck is wrong with you? And I don't know if we did this before or after. And for those with whining noise, there's someone doing some construction next door. So that's what their jigsaw thing, or their sanding stuff. So that's not me. That's nowhere. I could tell them to shut the fuck up, but I'm not. I'm a nice neighbor. But yeah. I don't know if we talked about this before, but condolences to Tara and everybody over at Radio Dead Air. Tara had lost her husband to cancer a few weeks back, so we want to bring that up. I don't know if it was brought up before. It is being brought up now.
I know we brought up somewhere. I can't remember if it was Riv Zone or here, but just to be sure, yeah, just Really heartbreaking.
We might
stuff.
have brought it up in jest, in while we were doing the segment in jest, and this was just we're doing this. This is an official segment, so we do offer our condolences, and it is dedicated to Dan and everybody over there. Now, let us go to Japan. Oh God, let us go to Japan.
So, Elgin was arrested.
Michael Elgin, for those wondering.
Yep, Mr. Michael Elgin. He was arrested for stealing protein powder.
Now, he says he was not arrested, but someone had to explain. Someone had to explain why he was not going to show up at a Pro Wrestling Noah show.
And he's one of their tag team champions, or at least was.
Was. Not anymore. How do you explain losing your job again? Just saying. Just asking. For a friend.
He pulled a Craig from Friday. He lost his job on his day off.
Oh,
man, how the fuck you fight on your day off?
Fortunately, he doesn't have a Smokey to get high with on the front porch.
Nuts. Well, and he'd be in even deeper shit if he did. You can't even bring marijuana to Japan. Period.
Yep.
Ask Matt Sydal.
Yeah.
Apparently, he still gets jittery whenever anyone asks him about that, because apparently in Japan, their prisons are pretty scary.
Yeah, and they're hard on some drugs. Like even on the domestic shit that's legal on this side of the Pacific. Hello, whatever your name is, you're getting fucking banned.
Yep.
Want to become famous? Fuck you. There we go.
Boy, I'll make you famous.
You're in the wrong chat, pal.
Try me. We'll make you famous.
Yeah, famous for being banned on the Wrestle-Cast. Hi-oh! You're not going to be that famous. Fuck you. Anyway, so yeah, back to Big Douche. I read that in the first fought. This was literally on Saturday, and we were during the Tsunami chat, the Tsunami call. And this was brought up, and Monk says, I got to get you looking at no, better. And I did the intro. I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Buddy, I'm sorry, but no. Michael Elgin is officially a lolcow.
Wow. Okay, then.
I mean, how could he not at this point?
That's true. That is true.
How could he not? Fired from multiple promotions. His contract in New Japan was pretty much lapsed because of the allegations.
No, actually, they fired him because he went to work for Noah without telling them.
Yeah, he's a fucking lolcow. He's a fucking lolcow.
Yeah, like they didn't take kindly to that because he told him, "Oh, I need a vacation." They're like, "Okay, take your vacation."
He wrestles for Noah. You fucking idiot! Former Intercontinental Champion in that place, which, by the way, at the time was the #2 belt in the goddamn company. They treated you well, and you shit on that?
He's not a very smart person, it turns out.
Apparently not.
No. Big dummy.
Big dumbass. Fuck big douche, big dumbass is more like.
Hairball wants to know, is a lolcow the same as a clown?
Oh, I hit the I don't have the enough from a clown button. I don't. And Card
yes,
Junkie, I missed the IWGP IC belt. Well, I don't because I have a replica of it over by my place. But as a championship, well, absolutely, I miss it too.
Yeah, that was good looking belts. Mm-hmm. Like the US belt looks nice, and
it is nice. It is nice.
But the IC belt, it was great.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And the second reason why I hit the what the wrestling fuck, if I had enough from the clown, I'd be hitting it on Ryback again. No sooner that Vince McMahon tweets that he's retiring, legitimately, I will remind you folks, because I know some of you are still thinking, it's got to be at work. No, it's not at work. No, Ryback. Oh, Shin. I know this is your department, so I will let you. Go ahead. Have fun. Have fun.
Ryback. How many times must we teach you this lesson before you learn, you dumb son of a bitch? Listen. So what? You've been calling Vince McMahon a piece of shit for years. Everybody knows he's a piece of shit. I know he's a piece of shit. You guys know he's a piece of shit. Devil, who just popped in the chat, knows he's a piece of shit. Everyone knows he's a piece of shit. And then you decide to make the biggest story in wrestling history so far this year all about you. And you got a measly few people agreeing with your bowling ball head looking ass. You just had it. At least I have a modicum of more respect for Michael Elgin than you, because you know what? At least he got fired doing what he was supposed to be doing. He got fired while being an active professional wrestler. Something you wouldn't know anything about, would you, Cryback? That's all you do on Twitter.
For the record, he was on Instagram claiming that he's the one who retired Vince McMahon. For the context here, for why we bringing him up. Continue.
Yeah, he retired Vince McMahon. Yeah, and I wrestled Farouk in a no-holds-barred street fight 20 years ago. Yeah, you dumb shit. Look, Ryback, all you have to do is just shut up. Just shut up. Just be quiet. Stick to your shitty protein powders. Stick to your Instagram and your TikTok and your mukbang challenges, and leave the real professional wrestling to the people who actually matter. I mean, right now, in this very moment, me ranting about you is the closest thing to actual relevance in the field of professional wrestling that you will ever have.
And we ain't even that relevant. Sorry, folks, we're not. We're just a bunch of dudes doing a pro wrestling show. A pro wrestling on internet radio show on Twitch.
So Ryback, let me tell you the truth again, because apparently you are fuck as dumb. Yes, I know what I said. He is fuck as dumb. That is how dumb he is. He went from being dumb as fuck to being fuck as dumb. No one wants you, Ryback. No one has wanted you since you left the WWE.
Man's thinking back asswards.
Ass backwards too.
There you go.
No one wants you. There is no one there. Tony Khan is not knocking down your door or throwing $1 million checks your way. You don't see Impact looking for your ass. New Japan, no, they have someone better. His name is Jeff Cobb. MLW, they don't want you, and they got fucking Enzo Amore, and he's a way better wrestler than you are, and that's saying something. NWA,
and that's sad in its own right, folks. They'll hire a lolcow like Enzo Amore, because at least Enzo Amore realizes he's a fucking lolcow.
Yeah,
he's trying to make money off of that. And there's nothing wrong with that, by the way.
He turned into the Skid, which I can kind of respect. What about, let's see, who else? NWA? No, National Treasure don't want nothing to do with your fucking ass.
And he's not even going to be wrestling for the NWA title anymore.
Yeah.
And GCW, neither does Nick Aldis, and Billy Corgan is smart, unlike you.
GCW, Nick Gage would butcher your ass.
Actually, wait, time. I would actually pay money to see Ryback get murdered by well, not murdered, but, eviscerated, light tubes up his head. I'd pay to see that, actually. There's a catharsis there.
You know what? Just for a one-time thing. Just so that he can,
one-time thing.
No, I got something better. Just for a one-time thing. Just to let him know just how we really feel about him. Let's give him a title shot against the GCW champion, who I think is still Mox. Am I wrong or am I right? Which is it? Is he still champion?
I don't think that is true, but we can verify that.
Even if he isn't, here's the match for you. Nick Gage, Jon Moxley, and pretty much any other hardcore motherfucker that GCW can throw against Ryback. Let's see how the big guy can handle getting light tubes shoved up in every single stupid orifice in his ass. Just Ryback. You continue to prove that what CM Punk said about you on the Art of Wrestling podcast
we can verify Jon Moxley is the current reigning and defending GCW World Champion.
316 days, what?
Yep.
Moxley, give him a title shot.
What?
Beat the crap out of him.
Actually, that's legit. 316.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn right, son.
And drop him on that stack of dimes. He calls your neck.
Because it may be thick, but it's a thin of dimes, son. What?
Yeah. Because you may look like a wrestler, but you are as far from a wrestler as I've ever seen it. You are no Eddie Kingston. And believe you me, Eddie Kingston would fold your ass like old laundry. So Ryback, please, shut the fuck up. And I'm done.
We have to throw in our dimes in that rant too. Just so you know, we got to throw that shit in there. All right, we've had our fun. Let us continue. T-Dub.
Let's see. Link to my list here. Cover that. Got that. Got that. All right. It's now time for everyone's favorite part of the week. It was off last week, but now it returns.
The weekend's finally started. Oh, what a WGGP.
Producing what might be one of the greatest matches of the week in video game format even. The Rock defeating Shawn Michaels on Day of Reckoning 2 to defend the WGGP Championship.
What a banger, too. Good
for
Lord.
defense number 6.
What a defense, by the way.
Trading finishers back and forth, reversing back and forth, never knowing which way it's going to go. It looks like Shawn Michaels multiple times had this match in the bag, but god damn it, the rope breaks killed him.
I will go out on a limb and say this is perhaps the greatest WGGP championship match of all time.
Yeah, it was great.
It was close.
It was also by Chris Danger's commentary.
Which is always good.
Good old Chris Danger.
Yeah, like he might be low-key one of the better commentators that they have for WGGP. It also helps that he's a legitimate manager in wrestling now, so he's getting those vocal skills even better.
Yep.
And then
Also,
sorry, go ahead.
Also, I know CM Pulse was happy with the outcome of this match.
CM Pulse, big rock guy.
No, he just hates Shawn Michaels.
Fair. Absolutely fair.
You know, that CM Pulse might be onto something. Because that Shawn Michaels, the hyena, he's no good.
Yeah, the only thing that Jerry Lawler is a Burger King.
Anyways, for our match number 2, for the Multiversal title, the man to end Freddy Krueger's reign is none other than the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
The guy who came up with that concept. Mwah! And for those wait, Dusty Rhodes, he's in games. No, not in 2K22. CAW.
That's right, Daddy. It's the American Dream, the son of a plumber. Had to come in there and take care of this old dream goblin, if you will. And that show busted him up inside of his head and kicked
Show
him
him
in
some high times, if you will. Wake his ass up.
And sure enough, planted my foot straight up his Gloomer Magnum.
Yeah, so Dusty Rhodes is the multiversal champion. The Rock is the WWE the WGGP World Champion. I'm still recovering from Vince McMahon retiring. So yeah, I'm amazed I even was able to do the intro, to be honest. So there's that.
Yeah, I'm now very, very intrigued to see what happens next. Who's going to be the next challengers? Because when it comes to The Rock, who I think the fans might end up choosing for challenger number 7. Jesus.
Hot?
This long.
Hot?
No. Someone has to, come on. Can't someone pick Farouk?
Yeah, I say go for Rook. He needs his
Hell
revenge.
yeah! Hell yeah!
Farouk and WWE 2K16.
There's your matchup right there.
But he had a feud that was one of The Rock's greatest feuds.
Hurricane.
Yes.
WrestleMania 18?
Or SmackDown Shut Your Mouth.
Either or. Why not? Stand
Or
back,
even better.
motherfuckers.
Even better. Hollywood Rock in Here Comes the Pain versus Hurricane.
Yep.
Ooh. I love it. I love it. Oh, Lord.
And now moving on to AEW Dynamite from Atlanta, GA.
Bad Street, Atlanta, GA. Bad
We start
Street
things
in
off
the
with-
whole USA.
We start things off with Brody King absolutely annihilating Darby Allin in their match.
Folks, that's not a squash. A squash would take less than 2 minutes. This was a massacre.
At least, and I'm going to go with Jesse on this one. This is the kind of big man, little man match I like.
JD on Twitter had the perfect, the perfect line. Darby Allin earned his fucking paycheck this week.
Yep. Darby took a beating, but he gave as good as he got, and he used his wits, his speed, and his literal I don't give a fuck attitude to just take it to Brody King. But there's only so much I can do against Brody King.
By the way, do you know Brody sings his own theme song?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's his band God's Hate.
Good call.
I didn't even know he had a band.
Good call. Not bad at all.
And Brody got the win. Just, like I said, annihilating Darby Allin. Like, geez Louise. We have not seen Darby get manhandled like this in quite some time.
All right, so a little bit to break a little bit of stuff there. Stephanie McMahon did open SmackDown, but it was Steph. So for those not caring, but it was curious, there you go.
Did she say anything of note? Do you know?
I don't I saw a video on Instagram. I would need to watch to tell you what he said, but I'm pretty much saying, hey, I'm taking over. Thank you, Dad. He did mouth "Thank you, Dad" at the camera at the end of the promo. So, or "Love you, Dad," something like that. And people could say what they want, but dude, it's her dad. I think she's allowed to say that, even if we hate Vince McMahon right now.
Following the match, King called out Sting, which he did arrive. He arrived into the arena, and then the lights went out, and we got a stare down between Malachi Black and Sting, and then the Kings of the Black Throne laid him out.
And Sting got blacked.
That he did.
Misted.
And then, to the surprise of many, we heard the glorious godly horns of Miro.
So, we either have Malachi Black versus Sting, or Malachi Black versus Miro one-on-one.
He did kind of mention that. He was like, my God, are you telling me to face the House of Black or to join them?
Also, he was wearing shades that were clearly blocking out a blacked out eye.
Yeah, because you see in the sunglasses, one is brown and one's more black.
Someone has to know we're going to see a dark side of Miro.
If there is even one, a dark side of Miro.
And then we got a surprise as the former two whatever this guy's name was, the dead member of the Italian people from NXT, Cole Carter, is now.
Oh yeah, Cole Carter. He wrestled for the FCW World Title and no one cared, but he's part of the Ring of Honor crew now.
Yeah, he cut a promo, hopping up his match, so he's no longer swimming with the fishes, as it were.
He looks to me like a less long version of Duke Hudson.
Yeah, like the first thought that came to mind was the word meh.
He definitely would. We'll get to his match later on, but he definitely did not have the crowd on his side.
Nope.
Yeah, he was like, hey guys, my penis is big. Yeah, we don't care.
Hold on. Where's my no, that's not what I want. I want There we go. This is us. Big old meh.
And then, to the surprise of everyone, walking through AEW's doors, Duke Hudson.
If only.
But his dick comes in first.
Yeah, because it takes a 2-second head start to
Greetings, AEW. It's once again Duke Hudson. I and my ginormous penis are now all elite.
Well, moving on to that, we had Yuta and Mox defeating Best Friends in one hell of a contest.
Really shows you how far Utes has come since the start of the year to now.
And obviously, Trent Beretta was the one bringing on most of the aggression, as he was never really fond of Yuta being in the group.
I also like the fact that when Trent tried to strike at him, Wheeler just ate that shit and hit him right back, and he had this look of surprise on his face. It's like, yeah, I'm not the same guy I was when I was hanging with you. I'm hanging out with now.
Should also be noted that on commentary was William Regal and a very talkative Orange Cassidy.
Well, more talkative than usual.
What are you talking about? He wouldn't shut up. He was taking up all the space.
T-Dub, I think you have it confused with Taz again.
No, I cannot hear any of them over Orange Cassidy yammering on and on and on about orange juice.
You got him confused with William Regal.
I love Orange Cassidy, but he really needs to let other people talk.
I know.
Just tone it down a bit. We don't need to hear you going 100 miles an hour.
No kidding. Anyways, the match was fantastic, and Yuta ended up getting the win with his roll-up variation, which looks quite fancy.
They call it the seatbelt on commentary. That's a finishing pin right there.
I do like how some wrestlers have finishing pin maneuvers. Like Darby Allin has the Last Supper. We have Yuta here with the seatbelt, and I know there's a couple others in the roster, and it's really nice to see some technical maneuvers get their day in the limelight.
I mean, it makes sense for Yuta because he is the Ring of Honor Pure Champion, and by the way, he's defending it against Daniel Garcia. And I will repeat what I said when it was first announced, at least on this show. If that's not match of the year, something's wrong, or match of the night, something's wrong.
Well, it's got a lot of competition that night.
What are you talking about, Matty? It's going to be match of the night. This is going to be me, Daniel Garcia versus William Yuta. It's Wheeler Yuta.
There you go.
Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go talk to a honey badger. Hey, honey badger, what's going on? You like honey? That's cool. You fight lions? What's up with that? All right. See you later, honey badger. Say hi to your mother for me.
Anyways, Daniel Garcia was watching this match in the back. Like a normal person, actually.
Yeah. And we're all surprised he did not do the jerk-off motion. But he had that look of, if I could, I would.
And then we got one hell of a package for Claudio and Gresham. Hopping up the world title match tomorrow, actually, I believe, right?
I believe it is this Saturday. And by the way, I will be watching it. Our buddy Mace out of the call said, hey, I got a fight. I said, here's $10. I want a birthday wrestling pay-per-view, please. Thank you.
I would watch it, but it's on Bleacher Report here in the States, and I do not like Bleacher Report.
I can't say as I blame you.
I'm going to watch it through my own means because I'm a bastard.
Aren't we all fans of Pac? And then we got Swerve and Our Glory Celebration, where, they're celebrating. They're about to toast some wine. By the way, shout out to Keith Lee with the Naruto hoodie.
Itachi, best character in Naruto.
But yeah, it is anime inspired, and one of us.
And the moment I saw that Naruto hoodie, I'm like, God damn it, now I miss James again.
Yeah.
Because me and him used to argue about Naruto all the fucking time.
Yeah, whenever you would jump on the Tsunami call and he would be on there, yeah. He's referencing Spade Ace, for those wondering, yeah.
Yeah. Like, we'd always get in arguments because he hated Naruto with a passion.
And you do.
It's all right.
Yeah. It's neither. We can talk about this. It's neither here nor there.
It's all right. And just me saying that would set him off. Like, no, it sucks. I'm like, no, it's fine. It's good. It's fine. It's okay.
But you would rub it in like, oh, it's the greatest thing ever, just to poke at bottom, just for a reaction.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do that to your friends. Miss you, James. Anyway,
we all do.
Yeah. So celebration. It was a decent segment. You had Smarter Sterling coming out, trying to interrupt things along with Tony Nese. Tony Nese gets knocked out by the rapper at ringside, and then Sterling gets a face full of cake.
Yeah.
So
Also, shouts to,
please let it not be their first feud, because that's a stupid fucking idea.
You don't want to see a lawyer wrestling for the tag belts?
Look, this is no offense to Smart Mark. He is a better man. He is a good manager. Right now, should really just be a manager.
Well, get somebody else to tag. Get somebody else to tag with.
Yeah,
with
get
Nese
someone.
and
Get someone to tag with Nese if you must have this as a first feud.
Definitely an odd way to take things, because I would have sworn this would have continued with Team Taz.
That's still going. Don't worry about it. We're going to get some more matches between these two teams, and I'm here for it.
They had great chemistry together. Also, shout to the new Swerve in Our Glory t-shirt.
Yep.
And then Butcher and the Blade beat down Reynolds and Silver.
Because Reynolds and Silver want to wear and make him wear a t-shirt that said Butch on him.
They were going to give one to the Blade, but unfortunately it still said Butch on it.
Yeah.
They didn't take kindly to that, so the New Yorkers beat down the other New Yorkers until the Virginian saved the day, Mr. Hangman.
This was literally a segment to get a Adam Page relevance pop.
Basically.
Which, nothing wrong. Keep him on. You got nothing, but you want to have him do something. Fair enough, but, you know.
I feel bad for Dark Order, especially after tonight. Between this and what happens in the main event, I feel so bad for Dark Order.
I know they don't want to split it up because it is a legacy thing, especially if you want to keep some of the members relevant, and you want -1 to have a matchup eventually. But it might be time just to say, all right, if we could do a reunion, do it. But they're all doing their own thing anyway. And Anna Jay just turned heel.
We'll get to that.
But yeah.
And then we had Cage and Luchasaurus. And actually, I should be saying Luchasaurus destroying the Varsity Blondes, and Christian Cage gained the victory.
Like a good heat getter would.
And then out came Jungle Bee. He's back, baby.
The Tarzan boy hits. Roof flies off. Jungle Boy not running, just got a chair. He's walking down, and of course there's Luchasaurus staring down menacingly, and he turns around, lets the Jungle Boy go after Christian Cage, who runs like a bitch.
Yeah, like running all the way through the crowd.
Hey, talk shit, get hit. You're in the process of finding that out.
Yep. I still think it's a trap.
No, like they can't do a swerve like this.
No, it's a trap just to fuck with Jungle Boy.
That would feel very Russo-esque.
No, that would be very Christian-esque, just to mess with him. Like, oh, you thought you had a friend? No, he's sticking with me, just to fuck with him, because Christian Cage is that damn petty.
Yeah.
I kind of hope that's not where they go. I like good Luchasaurus things.
True, but there are multiple angles you could go with this. You could go, okay, you Luchasaurus are just playing around because, hey, singles run. I'm not going to shit on that. Or mind games.
Also notice that even that while Luchasaurus let Jungle Boy go after Christian, he didn't follow him.
He just stuck around.
They were going about 100 miles an hour.
And to be fair, Luchasaurus is fast. He's not Christian Cage. You got running away from the guy who's been shitting on for the last month and a half. Fast.
Yeah, he's got them hops. So he wouldn't been able to catch him, but he could at least been in the conversation. So I smell a trap.
Hey, multiple angles. This is an ongoing storyline.
One thing that is not ongoing is Cole Carter's pursuit of the FTW World Title, as Starks made fast work of him.
Oh, yep.
Oh, Ricky Starks. Pretty Ricky.
100% here for it. Like, the crowd loved Ricky Starks, did not care for Cole Carter at all.
How hard did you mark out when JR called him Pretty Ricky? By the way.
I marked out very hard as soon as he said Pretty Ricky.
There's Ricky Starks, or Pretty Ricky as they call him, by God.
Yeah, pretty close to what he said verbatim, actually.
No, they should. If he was going to do that, he was like, "Oh, here comes that young talent, Ricky Starks," and the camera just cuts over to Jim Ross. He looks at the camera. He just goes, "Pretty Ricky, what they call him."
Oh God! And they got the camera to do it, folks. It's one of the crane cams. They can do it.
After that, Starks is like, "Oh, I still got plenty of energy left. Let's do another open challenge tonight." Which Taz is like, "No, what are you doing? This is crazy." And then Danhausen accepted it to a huge ovation.
Next week, Fight for the Fallen, Pretty Ricky versus pretty nice, pretty evil.
Don't you mean Richard?
Yes,
Richard Starks. Richard Starks. Yes. Very nice, very evil.
And then we got the FTR promo that we talked about earlier. Very great stuff. Promo of the year contender. This has been one hell of a year for Dax the Axe, man.
He's having great matches. He's gonna be on our list for best of for sure. I don't. It's just a matter of which one.
Yeah.
Or ones if there are more than one.
And then we got another promo, this time from Team Lethal, but this is interrupted by Christopher Daniels, who will be seeing Lethal tonight on Rampage.
Looking forward to that matchup.
Two former X Division champions going at it.
And then rapper Jermaine Dupri accompanied the baddies to ringside as Jade Cargill and Kiera Hogan defeated Athena and Willow.
Or most of us in the call went, who? Sorry, folks.
Jermaine Dupri, he's done quite a few stuff, including a collab with Nate Dogg.
Who?
Oh, Jermaine Dupri has done a shit ton of stuff in the rap game. He's been active in the rap.
He's been on for a good long time.
Dude was the guy who gave us Crisscross when he was still in his early teens. He used to be a DJ for Crisscross. And he has done work with pretty much every big name rapper from the late 90s into the early 2000s.
Yeah, this guy, definitely a big name for the hardcore fans of hip-hop.
Yeah, I was like, Jermaine Dupri? I went from one guy I didn't know who the fuck he was to going to a bona fide hip-hop legend. Like, fuck. This is the same guy who did a collab rap song with Ludacris, Puff Daddy, Nelly, and Snoop Dogg.
He's basically done it all in the rap game.
And he once either was dating or was married to Janet Jackson.
That he was. They're actually married, I believe, for I think good several years.
Yeah, they were married for a good long time, or at the very least, they were in a very committed relationship. Yeah. So Jermaine Dupri, he's not just some guy in the rap game. He is one of the all-time greats of the rap game.
So that's some good.
Hey, that just shows my ignorance. So, hey, there's shit I don't know. Period. That's what it is.
Yep. Well, welcome to your education. Nevertheless, the baddies picked up the victory, of course, pinning Willow, and I'm certain that Athena will be getting that TBS teleshot sometime within the next few weeks. It has to be. Like, they cannot hold off until All Out.
As soon as I saw them work in the ring, the chemistry was on point. I was afraid because Athena is literally the shortest woman on the roster, going up against the tallest woman on the roster, or at least one of them, but their chemistry was...
Athena and Jade Cargill could, what, if they do that at All Out, I'm not complaining.
I don't think they can wait that long.
No, but if they went that way, I would not complain.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
By the way, Jade Cargill now has a longer undefeated streak than Bill Goldberg did back in the 90s.
And I know what else I'm putting on the winners list. Thank you.
You're welcome.
At least hers is more legit than him.
Oh yeah, because they don't make up random numbers off the top of their heads.
They don't.
Bill Goldberg is 243-0.
Sure.
Anyways, next week we're getting Thunder Rosa versus Miyu Yamashita, as Miyu picked up the victory against Thunder Rosa during her tour of Japan.
And for those wondering, if we're going by Japanese rules, pin a champion, get a shot.
They were in Japan. It makes sense.
However, Britt Baker interrupted the promo announcing this, and she and Jim Hayter will be wrestling tonight in a tag team match on Rampage against, I'm assuming, local jobbers.
I hope that they're doing something with that, because at this point, the only story worth telling is JB Hayter and DMD's breakup feud. Shitter, get off the pot on this one, boys.
So tonight on Rampage, we're also getting Butcher and Blade versus Reynolds and Silver, as well as Max Caster versus Austin Gunn in a rap battle.
Or the moment the ass boys get verbally assaulted on national television.
At this point, Max Caster is wishing the show was live because of the Vince McMahon news, I'm certain. He's just like,
oh my God. Oh, he must be... No. He must be begging Tony Khan for a spot on Wednesday's show. If you know what I mean, and I think you do.
We might see one of the most, but we probably won't see a verbal evisceration this size since Machine Gun Kelly versus Eminem.
Jesus Christ.
No, okay, by the way, for those wondering who won that one, Eminem, naturally.
Yeah, from every hardcore rap fan that I've asked about that, like, they've all told me, like, it looked like Machine Gun Kelly had a few good shots in, but Eminem destroyed him in his song. And if you've never listened to rap, to goddamn, what was the Eminem song?
Which one?
The Murder of Machine Gun Kelly. What was that rap song called? Goddamn. What?
Rap. Kill Shot. Yeah.
Kill Shot. Yeah. Listen to it. You'll hear evisceration.
Yeah, and believe it or not,
oh God, a name that just popped up. Tony Khan probably definitely can't say that. Tony Khan is going to be like posing on a motorbike. It is so good to be king.
I don't think he's going full Bischoff.
No, he wouldn't. He's going to let Max Caster go full Bischoff.
I want to put this in perspective. That Kill Shot, that was him going easy on him.
It was? That sounded adventurous to me.
If he wanted to, he could go a lot harder than that. Because remember, Slim has ended people's careers for just mentioning his daughter. Just as Ja Rule and Benzino. Oh wait, you can't. Their fucking careers ended. They're done.
Yeah, Ja Rule had a career before he decided to step on toes he should not have stepped on.
There's a rule that Rapper the Game had about Eminem.
Before he went nuts.
Yes.
Yep.
Stay away from the white boy.
Stay away from the white boy.
Stay away from the white boy. He shreds.
Yeah. Well, this guy literally grew up in the rap battle. If I can fucking talk, the rap battle scene of Detroit in the mid-90s.
Yep.
I thought it would have been Eminem. I thought it would have been like the late '80s, early '90s.
No, it was the '90s.
It was the '90s.
That was pit fighting right there.
Now for our main event, where Jericho, in a very head-scratching manner, defeated Eddie Kingston in the barbed wire everywhere match.
So we have to split this in two things: the booking of the finish and the match itself, like before the finish. The match itself was batshit crazy and it was fun.
Yeah.
Eddie Kingston picking up they said barbed wire everything, they meant it. There was barbed wire on the goddamn microphone. And Eddie Kingston used it on Jericho. You're gonna bleed! Stares at the camera. Shark Week! Drops it. It goes right back at Jericho.
I was expecting the commentary team to be wrapped in.
Hey,
there was a barbed wire.
Nyla Rose that comment was at catering. The chicken tenders had barbed wire on them. Hey, we're not kidding.
There was barbed wire on the shark near the commentary desk.
Yep, there was barbed wire. By the way, this show was indeed wrapped in barbed wire on Wednesday. They wanted to keep the gimmick going. Yeah, that's my one joke, folks.
Eddie Kingston looked like he was going to get the victory.
Oh, fuck you if you're not laughing. That was a good joke.
So it looked like Eddie Kingston was going to pick up the victory, but then out came Ty Conti, and then out came Anna Jay, and then Anna turned heel.
Yeah, by the way, they said all of JAS. Hey, Tony, dumbass. Sammy Guevara, Ty Conti, weren't they swinging by and having a good time with JAS? Don't they fucking count?
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
I kind of forgot they were part of JAS, to be honest, until somebody mentioned it.
Yeah, I know they did. They were part of the JAS. Sammy was part of Team JAS during Blood and Guts, dumbass.
Yeah, that I was like, why is it only these people? Where's Sammy and Ty? Where's the rest of them?
So that falls into the booking of the match, and that's part one. Part two is if this had everything covering a blow-off feud. The escalation had escalated to a point where you needed a winner in the worst way, and barbed wire everything. You're gonna bleed. Fulfilling the promise there, boys, or you should. And Jericho wins? Time. So this feud's continuing? Because that's what you're... And of course, yeah, the post-match where he gets it, where Kingston gets a measure of comeuppance, but he wanted to win. He wanted the stretch plum. Like, I get it. There's panic mode, because you're not getting that. But you don't need panic mode when you got Chris Jericho and Eddie Kingston in the main event. Which is still a very much desirable main event.
The aftermath felt kind of rushed.
Because it was. Because they were literally wrapping shit up. Folks, let me ask you a very simple question. Because a lot of people are shitting on it, and you're very right to do so. We are right now. But the reason I have for it is different from a lot of people here. Because it's not the match sucked. The match was fine. The booking sucked. Because here's the question. If this feud's not over, where do you go from here?
Yeah, they've had a cage match. They've had the barbed wire match.
What's next? Lights Out feels like a de-escalation here. Like, I brought it up on Wednesday, and it was shot down, but now I'm like, wait a minute. That's the only thing you could do.
They already had Anarchy in the arena.
They had everything but loser leaves town. And I'm like, oh, that's not going to work. And then I realized, wait a minute. Eddie wants to tap out Jericho. Okay, so escalate it this way. Add All Out. Kingston says, I want one more match. If your boys at the JS, including Sammy and that slut Ty Conti, he'd call him a slut. Let's be honest. You put him in the back, you tell him not to show up. Oh, in fact, Tony Khan, make sure that if they do, they get fired. They're barred. In exchange, my boys will be barred from ringside too, under the same termination threat. And if you accept this with submissions only and all that stuff, my career's on the line. That's the only thing you could do to escalate it with a career on the line. Luchas de apuestas here.
Yeah, or just make it an I Quit match.
Yeah.
Yeah. I go for I Quit.
If I can't make you quit, I'm done.
Yeah. You want me out of AEW so bad, I'll quit. You could have Jericho saying, "Yo, get him out of here," and Eddie Kingston comes out. Well, I got a proposition for you. Keep these guys out. In fact, Tony, when you make the contract, you make it explicit. JAS and my boys, they're banned from ringside. No interference under threat of termination.
That's really the only way.
And make it an I Quit match.
If this feud continues, that's really the only way to properly do it.
Yeah.
And Eddie in an I Quit match again. Yeah, but Guts, do you have a better idea?
Outside of that, I got nothing.
And Slick Rick, I Quit match with no assistance, entire roster is barred from the stadium, and Jericho says, I'm not accepting, and Eddie said, you didn't listen to the whole thing. Because if I can't make you quit, if I can't make you say I quit, I'm done.
And then a huge smile comes on Jericho's face because he's a cocky heel.
I quit. Everyone barred from ringside. No interference or the thing's thrown out, and we have to do this shit again. And if I can't make you say I quit, and those words come out of my mouth, I am done.
This is literally the only feasible option left to them. Anything else would just feel like a disappointment.
And for those listening, the send emails, send tweets. I don't give a shit. The thing's on the screen and in the description. Give me a better idea. And Gut says the concept is scary to me, but here's the thing: Shark Week, the barbed wire, everything, to me sounds like this was the end. And obviously, the barbed wire, everything with the shark cage. Obviously, this was a corporate synergy edict. Whatever it was, it is what it is. And booking wise and hardcore concept. Who says it has to be hardcore? A submission match does not inherently mean hardcore. And yeah, I Quit match does bring some of those rules, and you can have the barbed wire as barbed wire. You can have like a small steel cage, or you put it in a steel cage. Whatever you got to do to bring those concepts into the finale of this feud. Because at this point, if you're telling me that on Wednesday that was the blow-off, I'm calling bullshit.
Yeah, that would feel really weak to a payout.
Better yet,
I'm sorry, that ain't it.
If you really want to do this right, just don't make it a hardcore match. Just make it an I Quit match. Just make it a wrestling match with I Quit rules.
Simple, or submissions. Just tap out or verbal.
Because Eddie is old school like that. He's old school. He's old school All Japan Wrestling. He could pull this shit off, and I know.
And Jericho could stuff a couple of submissions. It can't just be. It doesn't just have to be the walls here. He's good. He could dust off a couple of submissions. This is simple. The escalation goes beyond the hardcore rules of this. I Quit rules. A submission with I Quit rules. You could tap out or have the referee use a mic, whatever you got to do. But it's a very simple situation. Submission rules only. Everyone barred from ringside under threat of termination. You show up at ringside, you're done. And if Kingston and Jericho says, what I will do? It's like, and Eddie goes, no, I'm not done yet. Because I know you want something on the line. And honestly, if I can't make you tap out, I'm done. Throw everything out the window. Let's keep it simple. Submissions only. If I can't make you tap out with that stretch plum after so many chances, after all out, I am done. I'm gone. Going back to KISS, folks. Keep it simple, stupid.
So, do we have enough time to preview Death Before Dishonor?
We do. We got 10 minutes, and I could definitely do that. Unless we have any objections. On this my birthday show, by the way.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's your birthday, by the way, right?
Tomorrow, 24th. It would be on the Sunday.
Sunday. Hopefully it's not a bloody Sunday.
It might be a rainy Sunday, but we're going to a horse racetrack outside of Ottawa for my birthday. Got a casino. It's owned by Hard Rock Hotel people. So, yay! All right, Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor, the first truly full AEW Tony Khan production from Lowell, Massachusetts. From the Songus Center in Lowell, Massachusetts. This is a 7-match card so far. Let me see if that's changed. No, it is not. There is a pre-show, which features Allison Kay. That's a familiar name. Taking on Willow Nightingale in the kickoff.
Willow Nightingale is now future ex-wife number 35.
Get in line, pal. That ray of sunshine. Hell yeah!
I want to hug her.
She's
like one of
It's funny. It's funny you bring up the hug, but because we joked around. It's like no. This is pre heel turn Bailey if she bulked up, in a good way. In a good way, by the way. If Bailey was a power lifter.
Yeah.
because that's the vibe I got there. There's no specific order, though they do have the Righteous. That's Vincent, Bateman, and Dutch. They're defending the six.
Vincent from Honor No More.
One of the good members of Honor No More.
They're all good. They're all good members.
Fuck Mac Taven. And we're going to move on. They're defending
Mac Taven's a former world champion!
I'm going to hang up the call if you cut me off again. Fuck Matt Taven. Kayfabe, of course. Because that's what we've been doing. Anyway. So yeah, the Righteous, that's Vincent, Bateman, and Dutch. They're defending the 6-man tag team titles against Dalton Castle and the boys, the Tate twins, Brandon and Brent Tate.
I say, but replace the Tate twins with Eddie Kingston and Mox as boys.
No, God. No, you know what? Here, the card here, besides a couple of obvious names, this is a full Ring of Honor card. Let's not do that. Keep the boys as the actual boys. It is. Hey, like I said, nothing wrong. If there was anything else, I'd be like, yeah, cool. But this is the Ring of Honor's first. This is Tony's first true chance to book Ring of Honor here. Let's not get any doubts here. This needs to go right. We don't need no Mox or Eddie. And the boys are the boys. The Women of Honor, the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship, Mercedes Martinez defends against Serena Deeb. That should be good.
They're gonna beat the shit out of each other.
Like I said, it shall be good. And Mercedes is a low-key good submission wrestler. I'm expecting some back and forth in that department.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, Stu Hardy's going to love this match.
Very true. 2 out of 3 falls for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship. FTR, that's Cash Wheeler and Dax the Axe Harwood. Harwood. Forget the D. They're defending against the Briscoes. And yes, 2 out of 3 falls, as agreed to.
Last time FDR had a match like this, it was against DIY, and that was a banger, and I expect nothing less from this one.
Yep. I remember that now. Wheeler Yuta defends the Pure Wrestling Championship in a Pure Rules wrestling match, of course, taking on Daniel Garcia.
Another banger, and Daniel Garcia will go talk to a toucan.
God damn it.
So what you're saying is Daniel Garcia is becoming a zoo enthusiast, right?
No, he's Mark Wahlberg.
Fair. Samoa Joe defends the Ring of Honor World Television Championship in his first appearance since an injury angle. He's defending against Jay Lethal, who will have Sanjay Dutt and a very impressive looking Satnam Singh at ringside. And I say that because so far, so good with Satnam Singh.
He says just enough to let you know he's there and intimidating, but doesn't try to go into business for himself. He's the muscle, and he looks good doing it.
He is the muscle, and when he has to cut a promo, so far, so good. In-ring wise, so far, so good.
He's not immobile, so
he moves quite well for a dude that size.
Yeah.
Because tall, that's what it is. We're being honest here, because the last tall motherfucker we had was Omos. And then before that, it was Great Khali, and Omos does not move as well as Satnam Singh. Let's put it that way. We're going to be generous. We're going to be generous and leave him alone because, it is what it is there. And in the main event, Jonathan Gresham defends with Tully Blanchard. Defends the Ring of Honor World Championship against Claudio Castagnoli.
Come on, Claudio, bring that belt back to the human side.
We're having takoyaki tomorrow night. And I've had takoyaki recently, so I know it's good.
Oh, God. This all started because in Shin's headcanon, Jordan Grace was, ex-wife number 37?
21.
And once he found out Jonathan Gresham married that, put a ring on it, octopus, he just ran with it. And now T-Dub is fully on this side because he turned heel.
He knows the truth.
And the truth is the truth, Matty. You can either accept it or live in denial.
Gentlemen, gentlemen, shoot-wise, I'm going to enjoy this for what it is. It's going to be a fucking banger. And old school Ring of Honor with new school Ring of Honor, all that stuff. But in the world of the Rift Zone kayfabe, who said we haven't takoyaki? Because I'd like some.
Yeah, apparently so is Slick Rick.
You're gonna no-sell the fact that I'm joining you, fucks. Was that too subtle?
Welcome to the human side, man.
Thank you. I've always wanted to try takoyaki.
I enjoyed a lot of those photos you took from MetroCon.
Oh yeah, Slick Rick was there, but yeah, we need to bring something up a little later there. But yeah.
My favorite was the Majima cosplayer. Well done. And
yeah, by the way, I'm not going to be there for Rift Zone next week, but if Jonathan Gresham was going to be brought up, I was going to go, submission seafood.
I'm sure Shin will have something.
Folks, Jonathan Gresham's the heel. We got to do what we got to do. Give him the heat he wants. If that means they call him sashimi, is that what it is? By the way, I might have fucked up.
And his ass back to the bottom of the sea where he belongs, inside of a coconut, because he has no bones. Because he's a fucking octopus.
And wait, I'm gonna watch it. The thing's available internationally on Fight TV. It should be available on Fight period, but BR is being BR.
I've tried Bleacher Report a few times. Their service sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'll probably watch it afterwards via my own means, if you know what I mean. I think you do. So let's move on to
winners and or losers. Is Ryback getting a D-cell, Shin? I get the feeling that might be what's going on here. Oh, did we lose Shin?
He's permanently on the D-Cell Battery Award list because he's fucking Ryback and he's stupid and he's useless. He's useless. I had to smash some words together for that. But yeah,
fair. Ryback.
Thinking you could take credit for something you had no business involved in. Just shut the fuck up. And also a minor double A Battery Award winner goes to Big Mike. I would have given him a D-Cell, but then Ryback happened, so
yeah.
As for losers,
in the context of everything that happened, it needed to be brought up. So the fact that we did the comedy bit here, you know, that's pretty much what it is in context. At this point, yeah, I'm gonna shut up and let Tito do his losers.
I'm not.
Oh yeah, I screwed up. Go ahead.
Okay. There were losers. Vince McMahon for just taking so long to get the fuck out of Dodge. So now the product can actually improve somewhat. And them throwing the NXT Women's Tag Team titles in the trash. I don't care if it was...
I was looking for an excuse to put them on the loser list. Thank you.
I don't care. Some people were saying, oh, this is part of a storyline. Like, unless this is a specially made custom belt associated with a specific wrestler, like Stone Cold Smoking Skull belt, or John Cena's Spinner belt, or Jeff Hardy's shitty Megatron belt, a world title should never, any kind of major title in your company should not be in a fucking trash can on your television screen.
It's funny you say major, because when was the last time were any women's tag title a major title?
Still, it was being shown, but that just goes to show you what they not only think of tag team wrestling, but women's wrestling in general. And yeah, I'm not going to give Tony Khan a loser. It wasn't enough for me to give him a loser. It was bad, but not enough for me to give him a loser. But that's just my personal thing.
Also, these belts are just barely a year old.
Yeah. Mike Shell's in the chat. I'm going to throw in this winner right now before we lose it there. At work, so I have to make it fast. Special winner for my wife, Kenna, for getting out of hospital and celebrating her 46th birthday this Sunday. Yay! Yeah! That's worth a golf clap right there.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Fez.
good to see she's out. Continue, gentlemen.
Go ahead, Tita.
All right, Tina.
My loser this week is none other than Vince McMahon for the fact that he had to have a criminal investigation in order to finally leave to retire from WWE. Although I think we all know it's less a retirement and more of the board of directors coming together and saying, all right, you can either retire with dignity or we can kick you out.
And by kick you out is by giving that shit to the Wall Street Journal. Dan, you're fucking retiring.
Keep my autograph poster of Gary Stridham.
Of course, that's part of your. It'll be part of your severance, including the crate over there, that's full of those pictures.
But I'm more than happy. So long, losers.
You know what? I'm hesitant to put him either on the winner or loser. But Vince needs to be brought up. So you brought up the reasons. Vince is a loser. There will be a point where we will put him on the winner list just because, okay, we got to acknowledge that, hey, 50 years of, because yeah, it's 80s, 50 years of straight up doing this shit on a near daily basis needs to be at least acknowledged. But for right now, the reason for him leaving is why he's on the loser list. So Vince is in there. WWE for the NXT Women's Tag Titles in the trash can along the Medusa style. What? Okay, I gotta read this. Here also, Toronto Blue Jays up on the Red Sox 25-3, and Adam Schefter made a 28-3 joke, referring to the Atlanta Falcons blowing that lead at a Super Bowl there. And the booking, by the way, for the AEW main event, I'm sorry, match was fun. Both guys did their all, but that booking did a whole lot of damage that was not absolutely necessary.
We've got to bring up something. Unfortunately, I believe it was Ty Conti that had tried to get the cage door open, but for some reason the key went into business for itself.
Yeah.
The wrestlers had to had to squeeze through the bars, although I have no idea how Jake Hager got out because he does not look like he could squeeze through there.
No, like the other guys were like, wait, we can squeeze out, and they did. Poor Ty. Poor Mark Henry getting flashbacks backstage. He's gonna be on Rampage with that look of, oh God, the pain, that fucking cage door. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
They pulled a fucking Hot Shots Part 2.
Yeah.
Never seen Part 2. Only the first one.
Did. Continue, boys. Continue. Let's do some winners.
Mostly AEW for just putting up a lot of good stuff. That tag match between Utes and Mox and the Best Friends, great. Brody King beating the shit out of poor old Darby Allin. That fucking promo from Dax the Axe, good. ROH for just pulling out some great stuff. Mm-hmm. All the new people who are probably listening, Kelly, April, and a few others that I'm forgetting the name. Thank you for we can entertain
Welcome
you for this
aboard.
One. Yes. And a special winner goes out to none other than, or two special winners. One to my mother because now she can walk somewhat with the boot on.
Hey, there we go.
Woo! And two, special happy birthday winner to none other than Matty J. With all this, none of this would have been possible without him. So happy birthday, you glorious Canadian bastard.
Look, the only reason thank you for the Subarashi as well. Look, the only reason I brought up the fact, pay-per-view on my birthday weekend, it was a joke. My birthday is what it is. I'm gonna have fun, and don't get me wrong, I enjoy the love. Keep it coming. The only reason I brought it up is because it's a pay-per-view on my birthday weekend. Come on, I gotta appreciate the love. I can't put AEW on.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, go. Got
one winner this week, and that goes to Kushida for making his Impact debut this week.
Who is he facing? I did not catch it because I was at the CFL
He
game.
He showed up at the end of the show to save the machine guns from getting a beatdown.
Okay, and they announced him versus
The puppy.
the puppy next week. So Kushida on Impact. You guys are. Oh God, why do I need to be? Well, I'm doing the Monks post mortem on the NHL season on Thursday, but I'll have that in the background for sure.
And Kushida's back to his old look, if you were wondering.
Yeah, with the old look, with the jean shorts and everything. Good.
He's back to being a Back to the Future fanboy.
The only thing he got is a little bit of experience, a little bit of training thanks to William Regal before he got jettisoned. So, you know what? He's only better for it. So, for winners, now I cannot put AEW on the winner list. I'm sorry. It's like the Glass Reflection and Shades would say the ending is paramount. That ending was balls. I cannot put him collectively in the winner list, but I can put a few names in there. Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho, despite the booking, had a fun matchup. Eddie Kingston will get a Stinger reference. It will be in the Stinger for that reason. You'll know when you know. Jade Cargill. Tony Khan for that tweet. I believe did we read the tweet? I believe we read about the tweet becoming the AEW CEO or the longest reigning CEO of AEW or something like that.
We referenced Tony Khan tweeting that.
Yeah. So we got that. Dax Yax, promo of the week, absolutely. And Dax Harwood. Got the name right, damn it. And let's see. Got to put the Shades in there. You got to go to Metricon finally, and he was feeling something. Turns out it was COVID. Yeah. He's doing fine. He's not. He's feeling tired and feverish, and I will find out how in about 5 minutes how he's feeling. But I'm thinking, yeah, he's gonna be like absolute garbage for the next couple of days. We give him a winner because he got to go to Metricon even for a couple hours, and yeah, apparently that was enough. And got to give one to Cody Rhodes. Yeah, he won an SP. Yes, it was WWE funded, but hey, anything that says, hey, you did good from outside of WWE, despite the fact that it was a WWE funded thing, who cares? It's an SP. And yeah, after that,
he earned it with a torn freaking pec.
He brought that up. I beat Seth Rollins inside Hell in the Cell with a broken freaking pec. So praise is earned for that. If nothing else, praise is earned, no matter how superficial it might be. And the WWE funded the SP fair. All right, we got a couple minutes to plug. Let's plug away, boys. Shin, Maxicorn. Let's plug your Cash App and your PayPal. I think will be the smart play here.
Yeah, PayPal.com/Shintigercurl. Cash App, $Shintigercurl. All of the proceeds will be going to not only fix my computer, but fix my teeth because had some more chipping done today. So I've kind of been doing this entire podcast with a cut-up tongue. I try to grind it down as much as I possibly can before the show, but still got a lot of grinding to do. And also, the bet is still active. If you didn't hear last week, hear it now. If I get 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel or $2,000 in donations, I will stream myself singing the entire, full, complete version of the One Piece 4Kids rap.
If you can't do it on your computer, I will assist in doing that on my end.
Yeah, I am not kidding. I will literally do this because there's no way it's going to happen.
We asked last week when it brought up. He's not kidding. So that's why my services are offered up. If proper documentation is necessary, we will provide it.
Yeah,
one way or another.
I'm serious.
All right, T-Dub, new videos out.
Yeah, I got this one done pretty quickly. My first ever PlayStation 5 video game review, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. check it out. Link is in the chat right now.
How's that PS5 running for you?
Beautifully. Like, I still can't get over how fast video games load now. Like, here's how long it takes for me to get into Spider-Man. Load up the main menu. Okay, go through the main menu. Let me click on my file. Boom, load game. And it's loaded. That fast. Literally that fast.
How's the installation time, I have to ask? Is it that fast in the installation as well?
Installation still takes a while.
Yeah.
That's one thing that can only do so much about. But once you get the game loaded, it just, Jesus Christ, this is absolutely bonkers.
Because on the PS4, once everything's loaded, and like it's about a minute, but I could assume it's less than that with the PS5.
Like I say, it's loading up a video game takes seconds if it's PlayStation 5 made, like literal seconds. I am not even exaggerating. It's just, this is the future, man. Like, I still can't believe it.
And then some days you go, fuck! Even in the future, nothing works. There's your Spaceballs quota for the evening. If you want his next review a little early, patreon.com/TWK reviews. Even $1 gets you in on that perk. My PayPal, paypal.me/MattyJ316. Donations are optional, but always appreciated, and it's my birthday. So, actually, give some money to shit. He could use it. Plus, yeah, there's part of me that wants to see that fork gets wrapped, too.
You're never going to hear it.
You say that,
You say that.
Matty Bay also said Jinder would never be world champion.
There's that. Oh, and JC, Brock just came out on SmackDown. Kayfabe.
Either that or I also saw a report that they were trying to, talk him back in during the entire broadcast.
Looks like they did.
We'll give you more money, please.
Don't break the Goldberg glass. We fixed it. Anyway, Twitter at MattyJ316, at TWK Official, and at Shintigercurl. The Wrestle-Cast, email the Wrestle-Cast at gmail.com. We got a Discord and stuff and things there for you. Look in the description. It's all there, including some merch and all that good stuff. That's going to do it for everybody. Enjoy Rampage. Enjoy Ring of Honor tomorrow. And I'm going to enjoy my birthday on Sunday and Monday and Tuesday because I'm doing a staycation at a hotel right next to a mall. I'm getting some Chinese food, god damn it. Maybe even a taco. They got a taco. They got a Kentaco thing. Not a Kentaco hut. You're not that crazy. Anyway, on behalf of everybody, including Shintigercurl.
I'm having takoyaki tomorrow with a side of coffee.
That's going to be very European takoyaki. That's all I'm going to say there. TWK!
I see your swat is as big as mine, but do you know how to use it?
And my name is Matty J, who is your brother's, mother's, nephew's former roommate. I know it's not full verbatim, I gotta hurry up.
What's that like us?
Absolutely nothing! Which is what you're about to become. My name's Matty J. Remind you, help professional wrestling, support independent promotion as soon as possible. Enjoy the weekend, enjoy Rampage, enjoy Ring of Honor tomorrow. And may the Schwartz be with you! Bye, everybody, bye!
Watch out! Crimson going right up from Jericho! The barbed microphone! And now, look at this gouging at the head of Jericho, trying to draw first blood!
It's the sun! You're gonna bleed!